point is, you don't have to be 100% financially stable as a woman to get married, but you have to be independent. Is sex worth it, or is it overrated? Or better still, were you scared at first? I want you violated after doing the do, even though you know it is an act of worship in marriage. You understand? If you don't understand, you're a kid. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a question tag, and it's going to be marriage related. I feel it is going to be interesting, so just stay tuned, enjoy it. Like, you can learn one or two things from it, period. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. You know now, OG. Thank you. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you. Sit down, watch till the end and decide if you want to subscribe. But I assure you, if you watch till the end, I assure you are going to subscribe before you even get to the end. But if you watch till the end, I assure you are going to subscribe. You get so. But you can as well click the subscribe button now. Yeah, click it now, so it's not just you don't forget. If you forget now, it's not gonna be good. So please do that. Thank you. So let's start. I wrote it out. There are lots of questions, so let's get ready. And I think I should even get water beside me, because I think I'm going to need lots of water. Be right back. I've gotten my water, and let's get started. So the first question is, how did you tell your parents you wanted to get married, and what was their reaction? How did I tell my dad? I think I just told him that I want to get married. Okay, I was already like, it's not like I just told him I want to get married, or told them I want to get married, but I've been like dropping hints. I know they do masters, if I graduate, I'm not doing masters, I want to get married, I know they drop pass at the finish school. I know they drop pass at the finish school, so you understand? So it's not be something like I want to get married, it'd be like, from where to where? I thought you wanted to do masters. I was already dropping it there. So that was how I did it. Copy me. You're welcome. Do you feel okay? This one, I think I'm going to let's just get right into it. From the subtle to the gas. So it's gonna be sweeting like that. So this person, she when I saw the question, I entered her DM and I was like, please, can you explain, expatiate what you mean before, so that I'll be able to give the correct answer. She was like, do you feel violated after doing the do, even though you know it is an act of worship in marriage? You understand? If you don't understand, you're a kid. So I told her, okay, I was like, oh, I understand now. I understand what she's trying to ask. She gets. And then I was like, I don't feel violated. I've never felt violated. If you feel violated as a person, I think you just need to sit down and think about why you are feeling that way. Because number one, you are married. You are not supposed to feel violated. So if you are feeling violated, that means something is wrong somewhere. So I've never felt violated. Yeah. Communication. If you are not in the mood at that moment, you can just speak to your husband, and you guys are going to find solution to it. Yeah. That's what I do. Another one is any misunderstanding with your Abibi since you got married. Definitely, we are two separate people that came together, and it is always have an understanding, settle it. That's it. There is no how. Even if you are best of friends, female friends. I'm not talking about marriage now. I'm still gonna fight. It is a normal thing. Next one is what is one thing you've learned from Abibi, from my husband, that this life, he always says something like, you can, if Allah has not decreed that this is gonna happen to you, it is never going to happen. He does not stress himself okay, we don't have this thing. Like Allah has already like destined that at this moment we're not gonna have it. So don't stress about it. He does not stress himself about something. But there are sometimes that is, you will think. But there are some things that I expect him to be like, what can I do? What can I do? Let's just pray about it. So yeah, that's something I've learned from my husband. She said, or he said, I've forgotten who wrote it. People do say men will change. I think it's a girl. People do say men will change once they marry. She said not necessarily change to a bad person, but like this authoritative behavior. And how do you feel about it? Or what can you say about it? She's like, she used to hear that men change. They change when they get married, like they become more authoritative and all of that. And what do I think about it? It depends on the man, because there are some people that don't change. Do you get? So I don't know what to say because I've not experienced that. It's not, I don't want to like generalize, but I think some men, it's not because they want to be authoritative, it's because of their ego. And they just feel, I'm the man of the house, my whatever, because now they have somebody that they are in control of, like as per husband, the head of. So they want to, their ego wants them to be like, yeah, you can tell her to do this and that and all of that. So it is that ego stuff. So there are some men that don't know how to handle their ego. If you are a good wife, like if you know how to like handle such men, it will be easy for you. You get, you just be like and if you know how to like communication, because there are some men that don't even know that they are emitting such behavior because they see it as normal. But if you've seen it and you feel like that behavior is not nice, I don't like that behavior, you communicate. You let the person know. If you not communicate and now they are aware and they're still doing something like that I don't like, then Allah will help you. Maybe if it's too much, if it's getting too much, then maybe you need someone to intercede. I don't know. But for me, no. Another question: what are things you think you should have asked your husband before marriage? You should have asked. Okay, me, when I was writing it, I was thinking she's asking that what are the things someone should like ask their husband before they get married. So it's even me. What should I have asked? Nothing actually, because I asked everything before I got married. I asked every single question. Okay, this man want to marry me, and now I have to open my eyes and my heart, my eyes, brain and heart, not just heart, and you start loving. Do you get? I was like that. I was very new on that. So I asked every question. I asked. Right now I can't think about any question that I should have asked that ask. I asked. And that one is, how has marriage been? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It has been nice, because when people ask me how is marriage, I tend to tell, like the answer I say immediately is Alhamdulillah, it has been nice. And every time I say something like that, I always think about it, that are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. I tell myself inside I'm sure, because all these petty fights you have, me, I see it as when I was in my father's house, my siblings usually annoy me, like they will stay on your throat. But you still have to try to be very like chilled and not get angry and all of that. Me, I used to get angry sometimes when I'm not married, when I'm in my father's house. So they've taught me how to like handle my anger and all of that. Sometimes I'll just see their behavior and I'll be like, oh, so I'm used to any petty fight you have here. Now that I'm married, I just see it as I'm used to it. Like it's something I'm familiar with it, so it's not. I don't know the English. Like I want to say kogbomijigi. It's not surprising at all. So like that's why I say Alhamdulillah, it is fine. Honestly speaking, like Alhamdulillah. I mean, they said engaged couples should sit and talk about stuff like goals, finances, finances, like goals. finances finances, like goals, finances, spiritually, sexuality, like sexuality, expectation, what you expect, children, like how many children you want to have, second wife, if there's going to be second wife in view, future plan, future life plan, and all before getting married. If the person was not asking, did you discuss that with your husband, or you figured it as like I'm going to be figuring it out as it goes? Like, who does that? If you are, I'm going to be figuring it out as we go, manleo, you're gonna, you don't have how am I going to say, you don't have focus, because when you talk about something and it's like things that are going to happen, that will eventually happen, that will even happen as you grow in the marriage, it is very good when you talk about it in the beginning, so you do not come as a surprise. Because now you might want to have 2 children, you also want to have 4. If you don't discuss it and come to a conclusion, it's going to cause issue. Finances. Why does it finances? Finances too. You have to discuss, okay, who is going to take care of this, that, and this. Second wife in view, you have to discuss it. Oh, I don't mind. Oh, I mind. Future goals and plan, you have to discuss it. Okay, in the next something years, I mean, I don't even do all those stuff, like in the next how many years, but it's just like, okay, what should we expect, what should we not expect, something like that. Like, it sometimes I don't need to put like a gap, age gap or time gap. What else? Spiritually, you have to discuss, okay, are you a tajus person? Okay, so you know how you grow, who you are growing with. Almost a coco. I discussed it though. I discussed everything. I discussed it. I discussed it. Like, hey, how does it feel like being in charge of a home? Like, the when you're in charge of a home, it is nice, but at the same time it is exhausting because you are in charge. When you are in charge, you have to make sure everything is in order. You have to make sure everything is in order and everything is organized and everything is ready for whoever is going to, whoever you are housing. So if you are in charge, how do I feel? I feel both ways. It is actually nice because I can be like, I'm in charge of the house. I don't want this to be here. Do you get? Or the positioning. I want things. I want this. I want the house to be like decoration aspect or other aspect. But for the fact that you have to cater for everything because you are in charge. Like, you are the one going to be doing everything because you are the one in charge. I don't know if it gets me, but you know already. It is a nice feeling, but you're going to work for it. Simple as that. You're going to work for it. Next one is, how financially stable does one have to be before thinking of marriage? If you are I watched someone YouTube video and person was talking about, someone asked her that how did her parents felt like when she told them she wanted to start living in Dubai and alone in Dubai, and she was like, they already perceived that as an independent person. Like, she was already portraying herself as being independent. Like, she already showed her parents that she is not relying on them. So it was easy for them to be like, okay, no problem, she can fend for herself and we are sure about that, so let her go. So the same thing as marriage. If you are the kind of person that is independent, you have a work that you are doing, like you don't rely on people to get something, you can go. That way you build your financial whatever, the table or the whatever you want to build. If you are very, very stable, you can go on. My point is, you don't have to be 100% financially stable as a woman to get married, but you have to be independent. You feel me? So that's my answer to that. Do you ever feel conscious of your body? Do you ever feel, am I still conscious of my, or was I conscious of my body? How did you deal with it? I'm conscious of my body, but it has never gotten to a point where I'm like, it is so overwhelming and I start thinking about it and it's giving me anxiety or it is making me lose my self-esteem. No. So no, I'm this kind of person that I just, if it's something like I can, there's nothing I can do about it, I don't even bother. I don't even try to think about, like, until I said this question. When I was writing the question out, I was like, what does she mean? Like, I know what she means, but what does she mean? I hope I'll be able to answer, because as I'm not, like, the consciousness is just okay. I know this and this in my body, but it's not making me lose my self-esteem or giving me anxiety. Do you feel me? Yeah. Do you have expectation before the first time, or was it met? Like, do I have expectation? If I do, was the expectation met? First time, when you get married and you have never done the do before, the first time might not be the way you expect it. Yes, the first time might not be the way you expect it. And it might be, it depends on the situation. It depends on you, it depends on your husband, it depends on how calm you are, it depends on how gentle your husband is, and it depends on how much you trust your husband. That first time, first time, whatever night you want to be, first time, you get. So it depends. It depends, actually. Do I have expectation? Because that's the question. I will not lie, I do not have any expectation. I did not. Do you get? What I just had in mind was, okay, what I had in mind was the first time might not be even the night we do anything. Do you get? It was just like, whatever is going to happen first time is going to happen. And I felt, okay, anytime it will not happen, even if it is the first night, I should not expect something glamorous, because I've read books and I've seen and I've heard that your first time might not be nice, because as per it is your first time, it might not be a nice experience. But it might be nice, but it might not be like, it might not reach, but it might be nice. I don't know how to explain it, but I've already said the criteria. If your husband is not gentle, if you are not calm, if you don't trust your husband, you might not, like, it might be a very sore night for you. Yeah. But if it is the other way around, everything is gentle, even if you do not reach where you are supposed to reach, it will still be a nice night. Lastly, I am not a fan, I promise. My friend is asking, and she even had to enter my DM to be like, I don't want to. The question I have, you might not want to answer it because it's somehow clinical. I just asked it. First tell me. She said, okay, I said no problem. It's something I can say. It's not too bad. It's just, I'm not going to go in depth. Do you get? So you can ask. So she was like, did you read about it, or you just went with it? Like, I winged it. I even bought an ebook. I think I shared, when I bought it, I shared to people, and I was not feeling bad that why am I sharing it? Like, if the owner sees me sharing it, will the owner now feel, why are you sharing it? People I put it out so people is going to buy. So I stopped sharing it. But right now, okay, it should be my drive. It should be my Google Drive. I have the book. It's about first night, intimacy first time, first as a Muslimah. So I bought an ebook, 2K or something, and I read books. I went for counseling about it. So I did not just wing it, because if you wing it, you will not have this. Your mindset to just be the movie you watch, and the movie you watch, she gets for the first time. Like, you see some people meeting for the first time and they'll say it was clinical. It can be that way, but if you don't have the mindset that it can go wrong, it's going to mar the rest of your sex life. So read about it. Ask people that are more experienced about it. Yeah. So I read about it. I did not wing it. Make it a winger. What can you say about marriage to single ladies that are scared of it? Number one, why are you scared of marriage? you have to have to ask yourself that. Why are you scared of marriage? When you find the answer to that, I think it's going to be easy for you. But for me, I'll first ask you, why are you scared? And I'm going to say it is not scary. Just go with the mindset of don't go with expectation, because when you go with too much expectation, you can go with 0 expectation or 1% expectation. When you go with like 10, 20, 50, 100 expectation, because he is giving you everything is sweet before you get married, nothing is going to continue. Like, do you know that some people that have this fairy tale, they are not inside, they just feel the way this man is treating me, when we get married, it's going to be the same. It might be the same for you. Alhamdulillah, if it is the same. But no marriage is a bed of roses, in the sense that even if it is the same, like even if it is like fairy tale, like there will be some point where reality will set in, and you just be like, guy, don't give yourself hypertension. Oh, it's not what marriage is. Oh. So it is very important that you don't go with expectation. If you don't go with expectation, if anything is happening there, it's going to be like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Or if it's a good thing, you'll be very happy that, oh, it happened. So this is marriage. If it's a bad thing, you will not feel bad, and it's not be so surprising. You just say, oh, so something like this do happen. It's not bad. May Allah make it easy for everyone. I mean, she said, this one is, how do you manage your marriage with friends? Like, how does correlate? Like, you should know that your marriage is different from your friend. Don't let one of them affect each other. That's just my simple answer. Don't let your friend affect your marriage. Don't let your marriage affect your friends. Try to find a balance. For how long did you cut? I think from the time that we met till like he came to meet my parents, tell my parents or whoever he told, to when we got married, I think it was 9 months or 2. Are you not missing home? Sometimes I do, and when I do, I go home. I spend the weekend with them and all of that. I don't want this video to like be so long. This is 24 minutes, so I'm gonna be so fast. How do you rectify stepping on your man's ego? By apologizing and trying not to do it again. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as offending someone and apologizing, offending Allah and asking for forgiveness. What's your name? So how do you cope with your husband family, both sides? That's my own family and his family, and work and hobbies. My hobbies, I still do it. I still make videos when I want to make video. Right now I'm not feeling fine, but I just feel I have to make this video. If not, my YouTube is gonna suffer it. So yeah, I'm coming through regardless. For my husband, how do I cope? Alhamdulillah, we try to understand each other and try to forgive each other and try not to see faults in everything we do. For the family, what was that? So in my life to just be now, just shook. So for my family, both are very nice, like both sides. They don't even used to stress me. So alhamdulillah for that. And work is stressing me. I'll not even lie, work is stressing me, but what can I do, Jerry? I need money. So how did it feel when you saw you without hijab for the first time? Because he later told me that he felt so bad. But me, I was like, guy, we are married. Even from the wedding venue, we were like, okay, it's time to go and greet families. Oh yeah, Emolo. And my husband was already moving to the front without holding me. Like, he was already going like, okay, be following me at my back. He was shy. I just went, shook my hand, linked my hand with his hand like, where are you going? We are married. We can hold each other. It felt awkward at that moment. But I was like, we are married. Like, why? Why feel awkward? I'm that kind of person. And number one. Number two is, on that night, when he said he later told me that he felt shy, and I'm this kind of person. When I'm feeling awkward at the moment, I tried to like laugh it or crack joke. So that's what I did. I was just cracking joke because it was awkward. But I don't want it. I don't want it to be awkward. I don't want us to feel awkward. Do you get? I want it to feel like it is like it is a normal thing because it is a normal thing. So I was just cracking joke and all of that. Yeah, I'm like that. Is the hype about sex worth it, or is it overrated? Or better still, were you scared at first? I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared. The hype is overrated, but it's not overrated. Like, it depends. That's why I say it depends on you and your partner. It depends on how you want it. It depends on how spicy you want it. It's not overrated, and it is overrated because there are some things you watch and you see it and you be like, you're running. And there's some so actually it depends on your partner. Then we don't talk too much. It depends on you and your partner. You can make it, you can either make it spicy or you can make it just normal. Do what you want. Was I scared? I wasn't scared. And the first time wasn't bad because I was cracking joke all through. So that's the end. If you get to this point, OG here, thank you for sticking with me. And subscribe, like, share, turn on your post notification bell, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.